说中文。
Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hello, welcome once again to Chinese Pod. We bring you lessons in spoken Mandarin. We come from Shanghai, China. My name is Ken Carroll.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
And today we have a newbie lesson. And I feel quite sure, Jenny, that you're going to tell us something about this lesson.
Yes, we have a baby, a sleeping baby.
We have a sleeping baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
In an environment that's rather noisy. So,
Okay.
yeah, how do you keep the sound low and not disturb the baby?
Okay, so there's a baby sleeping
Yes.
and there's some noise going on and you're trying to deal with it.
Yes.
Okay, well, I think that's enough clues. That's your context, that's your background. So let's sit back and listen 3 times and then we'll come back and we'll break it apart for you.
Dialogue first time.
对不起，麻烦轻一点，
怎么了？
宝宝在睡觉。
Second time.
对不起，麻烦轻一点，
怎么了？
宝宝在睡觉。
Third time.
对不起，麻烦轻一点，
怎么了？
宝宝在睡觉。
All right, well, let's do the translations.
对不起，麻烦轻一点。
Excuse me, please be a little quieter.
对不起，麻烦轻一点。
Excuse me, please be a little bit more quiet.
对不起，麻烦轻一点。怎么了？
What's the matter?
怎么了？
What's the problem?
怎么了？宝宝在睡觉。
The baby is sleeping.
宝宝在睡觉。
The baby is sleeping.
宝宝在睡觉。
The baby is sleeping. Well, there you go. Now, this has some very rich lexical
Yes.
stuff. Now, the first expression, of course, is
对不起，麻烦轻一点。
now. So the expression 对不起 means
Excuse me, I'm
or-
sorry.
Exactly, yeah. Now, 3 elements in 对不起. The tones are
Fourth, neutral, and third.
good. Now, just tell us briefly, if you would, Jenny, in what situations can we use 对不起?
Any situations that you would use excuse me or I'm sorry.
Okay, it's the equivalent
Yes.
whenever you want to excuse yourself or you've done something wrong. Okay, so one more time, could we hear it?
对不起，对不起。
Okay, now the next word is a very, very interesting and useful word in Chinese. Let's hear it, please.
麻烦，麻烦。
麻烦.
Yes.
Now, the tones there are
Second and neutral.
second and neutral. What does 麻烦 mean?
麻烦 means trouble.
Trouble.
It's
Okay.
a verb, an adjective, and also a noun.
Okay, it can
Yeah.
function in a lot of different ways.
Yes.
Now, so here it means trouble or bother. Okay.
yeah.
Now, so let's hear the full part. So what comes after it here?
麻烦轻一点，麻烦轻一点。
Good. Now, 轻 first tone means
Quiet.
quiet.
Quietness in sound.
Okay, quiet. And 一点 means
A little bit.
okay. So 轻一点 means
A little quiet.
to be a little bit quiet. Yeah,
Yes.
轻一点, a little bit quiet, right? So when you put it together with 麻烦, basically this is a way to ask someone to
Making
be
a
quiet.
request.
There you go. So when you ask someone to be quiet, the expression 轻一点 means be quiet, but 麻烦 means literally
Can I trouble you? Can I bother you?
that's it. Sorry for the trouble. Sorry to bother you. If you don't mind, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's how you say it. So let's hear the full sentence again. Now, you notice that you're being very polite. You're saying, excuse me, but could you please
Yes.
try to be a little more quiet? Let's hear it, please, Jenny.
对不起，麻烦轻一点。对不起， 麻烦轻一点
Great. Now, your friend or
or stranger.
stranger, in this case, could be, didn't quite understand, so the response came,
怎么了？怎么了？
Tamala. Now, Tamala, it doesn't mean I don't understand the words. It means I don't.
I don't understand the context,
Yeah,
the
I don't-
situation.
Exactly. I don't get it. What do you mean? What's going on here?
Yeah.
And as with English, if you say it in a certain way, it could be construed as, what the hell's going on here? But in this case, it's not. It's like, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
You're just bewildered.
You're bewildered. Okay, so let's hear it again, please, Jenny.
怎么了？怎么了？
Tamala. So if you wouldn't mind, Jenny, again, context. In which context can we use tamala?
When you are perplexed.
When you're perplexed, okay? Well, that's going to be very useful in my case then. Good.
Welcome back to another installment of Chinese Pod Trivia. And the question for you is, for what test does Chinese Pod offer preparation services for? Is it A, the polygraph, B, the colonoscopy, C, the HSK test, or D, the CAT scan?
The CAT scan?
Ooh, sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, the HSK test. That's right, Chinese Pod will thoroughly prepare you to pass this rigorous test of proficiency in Chinese. ChinesePod.com/HSK.
And so the last sentence we had was,
宝宝在睡觉。宝宝在睡觉。
Bao Bao. Now, this is third tone and neutral.
That's right.
Bao Bao. And this means
Baby.
the baby. Okay, the infant,
Yes.
the baby. Bao Bao. And the verb here is,
睡觉。睡觉。
now notice that this is fourth tone and fourth tone. 睡觉.
Correct.
Right? Now, that means
To sleep.
to sleep. Now, we could, for tone practice, we could contrast the word to sleep with the word for
Dumplings.
For dumplings, yeah. And that is,
水饺。水饺。
now, 水饺 are those kind of, I don't know how to describe them in English. They're dumplings. They're kind of small.
They're like raviolis.
Like
Chinese
they look
ravioli.
exactly. They look like little ravioli. Very, very common. So the pronunciation for those little things is,
水饺。
so that's third tone and
And
third
third
tone.
tone.
Okay. So if you wouldn't mind, let's contrast the two sounds, sleep and those little ravioli things.
睡觉。睡觉。水饺。水饺。
Okay.
To follow your mnemonic approach, I'd say try to remember because eating comes first and then you go to sleep.
So it's third for the good
food.
mnemonic. Third for the food, 水饺.
水饺.
And after that, if you eat too many of them, you might need to
睡觉.
You might need to sleep. That's right. Now, so 宝宝. Now, there's another verb here in between, and that was,
在。在。
and that is to be.
Yes.
Yeah. Now,
Marks a continuous.
a continuous action. This is the equivalent of a present continuous aspect. Let's say in English, as in, she is sleeping.
Doing something.
Yeah, doing something, an action that's ongoing. So the verb 在 here indicates that that's what's going on. Now, if you didn't have a 宝宝睡觉, how would the meaning change?
It would just sound clunky.
Clunky, yeah. It almost sounded like an imperative to me.
Yeah.
宝宝睡觉, as
Yes,
if you were
like
telling
you're
me.
ordering the baba to
Indeed.
sleep.
So this indicates that the child is sleeping. So let's listen to that dialogue 3 more times.
Dialogue first time.
对不起，麻烦轻一点，
怎么了？
宝宝在睡觉。
Second time.
对不起，麻烦轻一点，
怎么了？
宝宝在睡觉。
Third time.
对不起，麻烦轻一点，
怎么了？
宝宝在睡觉。
Well, good, useful language. I can
Yes.
guarantee you almost every phrase, in fact, for sure, every phrase here could be used in many, many contexts. Let's run through them again. So you want to apologize for something, you say.
对不起，
And that can be used, for a small item, you knock
Yeah.
over a cup, to a very big item, you break somebody's heart.
Oh, yes.
You could still use 对不起, right? Now, you're going to preface a question by being nice and say, sorry for the bother, you say.
麻烦，麻烦，
Good, 麻烦. And please be quiet.
轻一点，轻一点。
Great. You're perplexed, you don't know what's going on.
怎么了？怎么了？
And the baby is sleeping.
宝宝在睡觉，宝宝在睡觉。
Okay, great. Well, we hope that was useful.
It must be. We have sleeping and raviolis.
Sleeping and ravioli.
What
it's-
else do you need?
Indeed, yeah. I actually have never seen shui jiao in Western countries. I don't remember ever eating them. They're massively popular in
Yeah,
China.
because it's a northern delicacy.
It's a northern type of food, yeah.
Yes. And originally, it's migrants from southern China who went to overseas first, right? And
Okay.
the kind of food they brought
Was
their
more
own-
like
yeah.
Cantonese style with
Yes.
rice and stuff, yeah.
Instead of 水饺.
That's right. So in northern China, you get these kind of dumplings and bready types of things. And for some reason, it's not so common. It's not so popular in Western restaurants. But I'm sure you can find them these days. So shui jiao, the third tone. They're great. And
Yes.
you dip them in some
Soy
soy
sauce
sauce
or
and
vinegar or
great
chili
stuff.
paste.
So if you haven't tried shui jiao, try your first one. They're great. We got to go. Let's go get
Yes.
some.
Yes,
All right.
we
We'll be
do.
back again tomorrow. But now it's time to say 再见.
再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
0494
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/0494
0494
and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/0494